Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to all the subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so that you stay in tune for all the coding tricks I am using with AI and Termux Terminal. Okay, so this is where we left off last time. We made an HTML page to run on a localhost 8080, and as you can see, the subscriber's gone off the page. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. I'm going to communicate with Gemini AI Pro. Screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot. So we got that. Okay. We got the screenshot, and we're going to go straight back to what the page is looking like in that off the page. So I'm going to Gemini. All I got to do is push this down here. Go to gallery. And yeah, I just gotta go there. I haven't got anything personal on those pictures, so that's right. There's the screenshot, right? And now what I'm going to do is explain to Gemini clearly. You have to explain clearly to Gemini what you're doing with your site, otherwise it'll get confused and throw out the wrong codes and you'll end up with a disaster for a site. So I'm going to say to Gemini, the subscribe heading is going off the page. Can you make it so that it is clearly showing for users? And if you want to update the page with anything else like a subtitle, just go ahead and ask Gemini as well. Can you also put a subtitle saying stay in tune for more coding tricks using an Android phone? Now, because we're in subscribe folder, that's the root folder for this site. It's actually going to be a site now because we've put it up on a local host and we're testing it and running it and creating an HTML page site because it's going to start adding JavaScript. So we're going to ask it to add JavaScript to link to another page. Okay. Gemini, can you please link the join now button to another HTML page that gives more details on what they are subscribing for? And it's going to give me the whole code. And then I'm going to push talk, which is the arrow. And then we'll see what Gemini comes up with. Just be patient with me. It'll start thinking because it's on Pro. It'll show you analysis, addressing the issue, refining the button. It's refining the button right now. Generating the output. I see exactly what's happening. The text is too big for the mobile screen, which is super common when building sites right on your phone. See, it built it for a laptop and not the phone. We need to make that heading responsive so it automatically scales down to fit perfectly on any device. That's what I was talking about. You can make it fit on both laptop and phones, iPhones, Androids. We will also add the new subtitle and update the join now button to link to a second page. Here is the plan. We'll update your main page index.html to fix the sizing and add the subtitle, and then we'll create the new detail page details.html. So it's going to create another page within that folder, the subscribe folder that we had on the Termux terminal on the last session that you watched. If you haven't watched it, go back to the first session. It's just creating an HTML page using a Android phone and Gemini. Step 1, update the main page index HTML. So here we go, we're in the process Make sure you are still in your subscribe folder in Termux. Then copy and paste this command. It will overwrite the old file, so it will put in another index file, take out that other file, index file, shrink the heading to fit your screen, add your subtitle, and link the button to details.html. So we'll copy this code and we'll scroll down. We'll scroll down to see what else it's done. Main page is updated, but then we got a second. So we're going to do the go back to the Termux. We're in the Termux terminal, and this is a new app made for phones to code directly from their phones. So if I stop the server running, I cannot access the page. So I'm going to have to push Control C. There we go. We're back into the subscribe folder, and all I got to do is paste their code. Paste, enter. It's updated. Main page updated. Now the next step was we're going to create the next HTML page. So details HTML. We're going to copy that, and this is where the button is going to. And all we got to do is paste that in the subscribe folder. Paste, and then enter. Detail page successfully created. So we got another HTML page. We got two HTML pages in the subscribe folder. I'll show you. ls space dash a, enter. So when you type in ls space dash a, it shows you what's in the folder. So inside the subscribe folder we have details.html and index.html. Now it will have, if I push nano index.html, index.html, and then I push enter, it's going to come up with the code. And when I scroll down to the code, you should see scripts in there, because you cannot function a button if it has no scripts. Subscribe, hover button. Okay, there is no scripts in there at the moment, so we're going to get out of there. Control X. There must be another step. We're going to go back to Gemini, and there must be another step. No, there is no another step. Class, workflow, body. Okay, we're going to just run this, and then we'll see what is going on. I do not see any scripts in there. All I see is style. So it's built the CSS inside of the HTML script. Yep. Okay, now we'll go back. And then we gotta go back to the terminal, and we got to get. We gotta go back to the terminal, and we got to grab. I'll show you what we have to grab, because we stopped the terminal from running the server. Make dir, that's all of the coding we've done on the last video, and I'm showing the coding that we've done on this video as well. So we'll go and come back down here, and as you can see, we are on the details, but I'll show you what I mean. When you go back to subscribe and refresh, it's gonna say, it's gonna throw an error because the server's not running. So we'll just wait for this to load. Subscribe, and I refresh it. It should throw an error. See, it threw an error. That is because it's snowing. Then I'm gonna go back to Gemini and the CMD for the terminal because I've gone and completely forgot it. Okay, and that's what happens when you're coding a lot of things. You get things and you gotta ask Gemini, the co-pilot, for the details on how to run the server again, the exact server that we were just running. Okay. Gemini, I forgot how to run the server. Can you please give me the CMD so that I can run the server again? And then we'll just wait for Gemini to do its work and bring up the server code for the terminal. No problem at all. It is super easy to forget those terminal commands. Yes, it is. And that's the terminal command right there, the Python. So I've already got Python installed. I already installed it on my other website. So all I'll do is copy, paste. Don't worry about everything that's uninstalled, because as you go through the process on your first time making one, Gemini will give you the codes to install all the necessary node modules and JSON packages that you need to run any specific thing that you want to run on your site or use on your site for things to work properly on your site. So we're going to go ahead and run this. It's going to run the server, and then we can go back to the website and then refresh the page. So it's running now. See? It's running, it's running, it's running. And then we're going to go back to the Chrome, and then when we refresh this page, it should be tidy. We just got to wait. There we go. Subscribe is on the page, and it's added my subtitle. Stay in tune for more coding tricks using an Android phone. And if I click this join button now, hopefully it works and goes to the details HTML. Let's try it. There we go. We've just created a interface where people can interact, but this is in test mode, obviously, because it's in a local host that I've just created with Python using Gemini AI Pro. So there's the next tips for you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to keep updated with more coding tricks using Termux and Pro AI straight from your Android phone. I'm just going to show you a couple more things before I take off. So we got there, created its own little, it implemented what it thought was best for my subject and created its own little description here. What you get: weekly mobile coding tutorials, AI workflow tips and tricks, advanced terminal hacks, exclusive behind the scenes. And if I click to go back, hopefully it works and goes back to the main page. Yes, it works. So there you have it. AI Pro is there ready to use, and Termux Terminal is ready for you to create your website and test it on localhost before you take it out to the globe. But on the next videos, I'll show you how to tidy things up and make it look a bit better. But as it looks right now, that actually looks alright. So don't forget to like this video if you like the tips in this video, and subscribe for more details on coding tricks straight from the Android using Termux and Gemini AI. I'm going to show you how to connect everything up with data files, making handshakes with AWS and MongoDB on the next video, so stay informed. Peace out.